Hello, Namaste. Welcome to this new episode of bachpankepitarese, a podcast that brings a smile on your face. Yes, a listener's face. How are you doing? Well, today I'm going to narrate a beautiful story written by Mr. Ramendra Kumar, and you're listening to the series Select Popular Stories by Ramendra Kumar. So without further ado, let's begin with the story. The name of the story is The Question. This is a story of Raghav and a little girl. Now let's see who Raghav is and who the little girl is. Here we begin. Raghav lifted up and was about to send her crashing to the ground when he heard her scream, "Chachu! Chachu!" He froze and stared at her. Suspended in mid-air, the slim and pretty 10-year-old was trembling. "Chachu! It's me, Shiraz! Your Munni! Remember?" she stammered, her eyes dilating with fear. This voice took Raghav back few years ago. He remembered. It was evening. Raghav was sitting in his house eating paratha and achar. He was a truck driver who lived in a slum in the heart of Baroda. He had just returned from a trip to Ahmedabad. "Chachu!" He looked up. 7-year-old Munni was staring at him with tears in her eyes. "What happened, little one? Why are you crying?" "Minnie says she won't get her Gudda married to my Gudiya." "Why?" Because my Gudiya Salma is a Muslim and her Gudda, Kishan, is a Hindu." "Where is Minnie? Call her." A minute later, Raghav's daughter Minnie was standing in front of him, staring defiantly at him. "Minnie, why are you making Munni cry? Why can't your Gudda marry Munni's Gudiya?" "Bapu, Grandma was telling me there cannot be a marriage between a Hindu and a Muslim. So how can Kishan marry Salma?" Minnie asked. Raghav looked at her for a couple of seconds, searching for a suitable answer to her question. Then, drawing her closer, he said, "Minnie, your grandma is old. During her time, it was not possible, but times have changed. Go ahead and marry your Gudda with Munni's Gudiya. And don't forget to tell me when the wedding is. I'll buy jalebis and distribute to all the Baratis." The two girls clapped their hands in glee and holding hands scampered out. Munni's real name was Fatima. She was Raghav's neighbor Shaukat Ali's daughter. Shaukat worked in a textile mill. When a daughter was born to Raghav, he had named her Minnie. A month later, when Shaukat was blessed with a girl, Raghav had declared, "Shaukat bhai, if my daughter is Minnie, then her younger sister should be called Munni." And so the name had stuck. Hardly anyone called her Fatima. She was known only as Munni. Minnie and Munni grew up together and remained the best of friends. When the girls were 7, Shaukat got a better job in another mill located in Ahmedabad. He shifted with his family to the city. Minnie and Munni cried their hearts out and promised to keep visiting each other. Minnie made a couple of trips with her father to Ahmedabad, and Munni came to Baroda once. But afterwards they had lost touch. Remembering this, he again had a look at the girl he was holding. Raghav looked at the girl. Yes, her face was familiar. It was Munni. He lured her. "Where is your Abbu?" "Chachu, they all are on the roof. Seeing a big crowd rushing, everyone ran up. Abu was saying the crowd would burn the house. I slipped away and came down to collect my gudiya. I couldn't leave her. Could I? There was a sound of footsteps. Raghav turned around. Kalia, Veeru, Ganpat and Rana entered the house. Their faces were drenched in sweat and in their hands they carried sticks and swords. Seeing them, Muni hid behind Raghav, her face turning white. Come on, Raghav, what are you waiting for? Let's look for the infidels. They must be holed up like rats somewhere, shouted Kalia. No, Kalia, there is no one here. What do you mean? Then where did this girl come from? Demanded Rana. Rana is right. They must have been hiding on the roof, Veeru said, and they advanced. Stop! Raghav shouted, raising his arm. He was holding a sword which glinted in the light. You are not going anywhere. This is my friend Shaukat's house. We are not going to touch them. What do you mean this is your friend's house? In the train at Godhra, they burnt alive 59 people. 40 of them were women and children, screamed Kalia. When our children were going up in the flames, did your friend come to the rescue? Demanded Veeru. Shut up! Thundered Raghav. To reach them, you will have to tackle me first. The four of them stared dumbstruck. Raghav was tall and muscular. With his eyes red, his muscles taut, and his face set, he looked menacing. Chalo yaar, if this fellow is willing to betray his religion for the sake of Muslim, let him. But we can't fight with someone of our own faith simply because he's acting like a traitor, Kalia shouted, and, spitting in disgust, turned back. The other men followed him out looking for fresh quarry. Raghav wiped the sweat from his forehead. Muni, quickly take me to your father. As Muni led him upstairs, Raghav saw a man coming down. He recognized his friend Shaukat. Muni, where were you? Thank God. Shaukat stopped in mid-sentence on seeing Raghav. Raghav? So, you have come to kill us? No, Abbu. Chachu saved our lives. He shouted at the other men and sent them away. Shaukat bhai, we don't have much time to lose. Let us go before the rioters return, Raghav said. But where, Mia? The whole of Ahmedabad is burning. You are right. Ahmedabad is not safe. We will go to Baroda. My truck is parked nearby. I will take you home. On the way, Raghav told Shaukat the entire story. As you know, yesterday morning, one of the compartments of Sabarmati Express was set on fire. All the 59 Hindus in it were burnt alive. In retaliation, Hindus have started attacking Muslims in several parts of Gujarat. I too am a member of a Hindu organization. I came to Ahmedabad in my truck along with several others. And since morning, we have been moving from locality to locality, smashing, burning and killing everyone in sight. Had I not seen Muni and recognized her, I would have... Raghav stopped and looked at Shaukat. Muni, who was sitting on Shaukat's lap, spoke. Chachu, that day when Muni told that her grandma was objecting on a Muslim marrying a Hindu, you had said, Mini, your grandma is old. During her time, it was not possible. The times have changed and we have become modern now. But Chachu, if the times have changed and we have become modern, why are Hindus and Muslims still killing each other? Raghav looked at the little girl. She was staring at him, her bright eyes, her innocent face, asking a question which he wondered if he could ever answer. Raghav reached out and gently patted Munni. I can't really answer your question, little one. But all I can say is that only when we adults start asking such questions to ourselves will this madness end. As the truck left behind the old city of Ahmedabad, Raghu could see, in the rearview mirror, the smoke from burning buildings darkening the evening sky. And that's all for this story. I love the part where Raghav says, only when we adults start asking such questions to ourselves will this madness end. What do you think? Should we not consider a human being as a human being and not divide them in religions? Yes, I understand. A lot of things are easier said than done. But one story, one perspective, one small child, one single question, we really need to ask ourselves. And to end this episode, I'm just remembered of this song that I had heard long back, maybe in my teenage or when I was in college. I don't remember when I heard this song. I would like to end this episode with that song that I had heard. तू हिंदू बनेगा न मुसलमान बनेगा, इंसान की औलाद है इंसान बनेगा. This was a prayer that a father was singing to his newborn baby. I don't remember the movie, I don't remember the actor or actress, but reading the story just reminded me of this song. A human being is a human being. Let us consider and respect each other, and may we all live in harmony and peace. Until next episode, take really good care of yourselves. Stay happy, stay safe, and keep listening to Bachpan Ke Pitarese. I'll be back soon in another episode. Thank you. Have a good day.